A new data mine for Paladins has just gone live, so it's time for some spicy speculation. And this time around, it's from the OB59 PTS files. So if you didn't know, some individuals go into the files and look every time to see what the devs are working on, as there's residual files in each of the patches that kind of give hints as to what's coming next. And pretty much every champion has been predicted so far, and they can even get their cards and their abilities. Now, not a lot has changed with the champions this time round. One thing that has changed is Churchill, who's a human warrior, who's the one that has some kind of projectile that has maybe an ADS named down sight, and had a turret listed, but also now has a ward listed. And it says ward deployable and ward projectile. So whether or not this is a replacement for the turret, or if this is another turret alongside a turret, is this a champion that places down lots of deployables, and also an ability for a shield, and also the AoE pulse. So there's a lot of stuff going on in there. I wonder whether some things have been mixed over from Inara, maybe things taking from Inara's ward, maybe there's something going on there with the pulsers, maybe there's going to be some sort of double turret or something like that, but it's very vague on Churchill. And Lazarus is still listed. He's a mace guy that can resurrect himself and has the shield, and Vanguard, the pistol champion. Most of them haven't really had much added since the last data mine, which will be linked right now. But what has been added, and what's been building up for a long time now, is this Halloween 2017 event. Now, it seems to have two maps listed, Triumph version 3 and Rift version 3, but they feature the old Siege game mode with gates and towers and a final castle objective. Basically, it works more like a MOBA game without the creeps. Basically, you win the middle point, and then you have a siege engine, you take it to the enemy's gate, which is at the start of like a wall, and destroy that. And at each gate and there'll be two walls and gates, and then eventually you go to the enemy's base, which was almost like an ancient or a boss, and basically you destroy their base to win the game. Now, adding into this Halloween event is a lot of skins that are listed, and there's not actually many other skins apart from the Halloween skins, so I'm kind of wondering whether they're going to release the Halloween event early, because in 2 weeks-ish, they'll be at the start of October, so will they do an October-wide month event for this Halloween system? Maybe the maps themselves will stay, and maybe the Halloween skins and everything might leave. But the biggest one for this Halloween skin that's been data mined and teased is a new mount called the Death Knight. Now, there's a picture of it, but it seems completely and utterly underdeveloped. I don't think it's actually anywhere close to being completed, but basically it's just a dark mount, an evil mount. Hopefully there'll be some more animations and things, maybe some sort of like green or blue glowing eyes or something like that, and just something more of an evil steed. But alongside that, there's the Androxus Halloween, Eevee Halloween, Grover Halloween, Genos Halloween, Meldumba Halloween, Pip Halloween, and Ruckus Halloween all listed. So I'm just guessing that all of this is going to go into one big group and one big event. Maybe some of these will be unlockable by doing something for the Halloween event, but the likelihood is there'll probably be a Halloween chest and maybe some sort of Halloween theme in the maps. Maybe they could just turn on the nighttime and maybe the sort of the ambience of the lighting in the new maps as Halloween maps, and then turn them back when the game mode goes live fully. But then again, it might just be a one-off game mode. It might be something completely different. People are talking about the fact that in Paladins that was originally planned and touted by the devs a sort of wave-based system that was meant to have ghouls that would attack you, sort of like zombies. So maybe, and this is a big stretch here and very spicy, that could be coming back, but probably not. The other thing that's listed that isn't to do with the Halloween event that may or may not be coming, actually I looked back to my old video and I've almost been making patch breakdowns for a year now, and in my OB36 breakdown it was like the 25th of October, so not quite along the lines of what the next 2 weeks would be. I was only thinking that the 2 weeks after that, because they release a champion every month, would be a champion, and then it would be champion Halloween event as well altogether, whereas they might want to spread them out, but they might not. It might be that in a month we get the Halloween event alongside another champion. But yeah, the final skin is Drogos Mecha. I could get behind a robotic Drogos. I mean, he is kind of one of the more sci-fi champions because of his rocket boosters and things, so I guess a mecha would fit him quite well. Anyway, this was a very short spicy speculation and Datamine video. What does everybody think about everything I've talked about today? What are your speculations about the Halloween event? Do you think they'll do anything completely surprising? Do you think that the game mode is going to be the old Siege game mode? Or do you think they might actually have something of a PvE mode? What's interesting is that the listed maps were Rift and Triumph, and they were actually just Siege maps before, so maybe it's not going to be the old Siege mode as we know it. Anyway, let me know all of your speculation in the comment section below. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button, subscribe for more of my content, and I'll see you all next time. Thanks for watching, everybody. Joshino.